Okay, I'm live. I'm live. Okay. Hopefully we don't have any interruptions. Okay. I am back. Okay. And people have been hitting me up on the comments, okay, with the Jack and the Lily Sullivan, okay, helping me out, okay, giving me information. And I just happened to look them up again. I looked them up again, okay, and here we have on Reddit. On Reddit, gave me a whole background, okay, on the family dynamics here, okay. Come to find out, okay, and they said, I thought the stepfather, Daniel, had a good job, okay. They said, nah, it wasn't him. He was broke. Not only was he broke, they said he had a drug problem, okay. They have a prior CPS case, okay? This didn't just happen. They had calls in the past about them kids coming to school with black eyes, okay? The woman said, one of the neighbors, okay, well, she can't be a close neighbor, but somebody, they heard the car, because I told you there's a drive, a road, a paved road that goes to their house, a paved road that goes to their house. You make that left onto their house from the direction I'm coming in. You make that left, that's paved, and then you make another left, that's paved, which I believe is a driveway, okay? Uh, um, um, I'd have to look at it again, but it looked like an unofficial driveway, okay, like that. So that's what I'm talking about, and the paved road comes up. But anyway, so reading on the information, he said that he had never used drugs, but he didn't have a drug problem, but he admitted to using methamphetamines, which led to him admitting he used a whole hundred. He's a drug user, okay. So what I thought that maybe the biological father could play a role in, which he still could, but it's looking more at this Daniel guy, this stepfather guy, okay? And it sounds like Malaya, and they broke up. She left him, okay? I didn't know she left him, okay? Left him. She left him, and he's been crying about wanting her back. He's been holding her down, okay? She told a friend he was holding her down, okay, and going through her phone. So she may have been thinking about leaving him or threatening to leave him before, okay? And he may be the one that has the ties to these organized crime people, okay? And it sounds like, okay, I'm gonna throw some cards, but let me explain. And it sounds like if this is organized crime and he done sold the children, okay, they won't give the children back like they probably said they were, or maybe he lied, okay. And so now he think he gonna get smart, and I'm just gonna call the police and report him missing, okay. However, you can't tell the police that you sold your kids, okay. Not to mention, they threaten if you do. You know how organized crime is, okay? So that was just a added on bonus. Okay, stop. Okay, this is all alleged, okay? But I'm reading this, okay, in Reddit. Yeah. She said she was on the fence about it, one of the comments, but she said now, hey, I guess after reading this and looking at the background, oh, she's referring it to Chris Watts. Remember Chris Watts killed his the kids, and I think he killed the mama and the kids. Okay. So, oh, and then he's talking about two of his sweaters were missing. Okay. They said that the blanket, a piece of a blanket that they found, he said it didn't belong to the Lily. Then he changed his story and said it did belong to her. Okay. See, this all this stuff wasn't in the original report. Okay. He also is taking, check it out. He is taking a narcotic, he's going, okay, because of the CPS, he is taking a Narcotics Anonymous, okay, 3 times a week, online courses. Okay, but wait, there is, let me show you this list. Uh, yeah, so there was a social worker. CPS was due to come out there to their house and make an assessment because of the complaints. There's complaints from the school and about the boy coming to school, okay, not once, not twice, but I think maybe 3 times with black eyes. He said when they went missing, the little girl had a black eye talking about a truck. That's too many black eyes. Okay, and come to find out that someone said that the kids were undiagnosed autistic. Okay, they were undiagnosed autistic, and you know the kids they got autism. They could be a handful, just one. Okay, oh man, and they get one of them flare ups at the restaurant. Ooh wee, that's not good. Okay, where's the part where he said okay? And he was talking about how she can't control the kids. Okay, and yeah, so yeah, so but yeah, they had already raised red flags about them kids running around with no supervision. Okay. Um, and see, he was telling one of the reporters, okay, or the detectives, that I guess the mama left, okay, and I know she's gonna blame me. And she's like, blame you for what? I don't know. I don't know. You mean I can't say, I can't say. That's what you mean. Okay. So she's going to try to blame everything on me so that she doesn't get in trouble. Okay. So for him to say something like that means, okay, that they're both aware of what happened to the kids. Okay. She can't blame anything on you if she's not aware. So it sounds like they're both aware. Okay. So she had left. She went to stay with her mom. Okay. Now check this out. Okay, he started attending a Narcotics Anonymous 3 times a week, and is taking online courses in anger management, depression, parenting, child protection, substance abuse, suicide, and violent behavior. And these are being recognized by the CPS. So this must be the courses that you take that they recognize that qualify you, okay, as taking a class. You can't just go take any old class, okay? It has to be somebody that they recommend, okay? Mm-hmm. Wow, I didn't know this. And she said the kids will go with anybody. Okay, they're undiagnosed autistic. They will go with anybody. You tell them you got some food and you're gonna take them to the mama, even though they're at home. They're not thinking like that. They would have gotten the car. Okay, so it goes along with when I was talking about how are you in the house, okay, and the kids are playing. And they must have opened the door. You can't hear the door open, okay? The sliding glass door. You can't hear the door open, okay? And they must have went outside. Now, if they were outside playing and if they were inside playing, you would be able to recognize the difference, okay? So anyway, we're going to throw some cards, okay? And that's why too is I like to throw cards like on the individual who may be involved too, just to get a an idea of this person. And I want to throw some. Oh, let me light it up in here, okay? I want to throw some cards on, and we're gonna go back with a. Ooh, you know what I want to do too is who is it? And see what the description is. Okay, I forget what Daniel looked like. Okay, so I'm gonna have to look. But I'm gonna do the who is it first. Okay, before I look at who he is. Okay. Oh, let me get a. So yeah, these are cards starting to come in. Are starting to get focused here. Now I did do a reading on Daniel, uh, the mother, Malaya, okay, and the mother, the grandmother, the step grandmother. I did one on her too, okay, because I wanted to get a picture of these people. As individuals, okay. I'm getting that the mama was the boss, okay, and that Daniel came up as a mama's boy, okay, if that makes sense. Yeah, I thought he had the good job, so the mama moved out and let them move in, okay. You know, because he making money, he can pay some little rent, you know what I'm saying? He broke. Child. Okay, so with that said, can you tell us about Daniel Martell. Daniel Martell, he is the stepdad of Lily and Chad Sullivan, okay, who went missing. Now, they were reported missing, okay, on May 2nd. They didn't show up for school on the 1st and the 2nd. So they could have been missing in between that time. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. But it's something, I think it's something about the woods. Oh, and you know what else too? Is when I came up with that gift, I come up with the gift, okay? And I'm like, gift. But you know what? That also could mean package. There's a package. But I don't have a package card. I have a gift card. I mean, a gift, a gift card, okay, in the form of a package. Oh, okay. See, I got to learn how to think outside the box, okay? Ooh, but I don't like to get too vague, too many clues, because then it starts to make everything look vague. You know what I'm saying? And then you're like, yeah. And I've seen some of the people do that. We have a card fall out. Okay, so the Chariot. Okay, so that's overcoming obstacles, self-discipline, hard work. It just flew out. It could have been in reverse: forceful, lack of direction, lack of self-control, powerless, aggression, and coercion. Okay. So tell us about Daniel Martell. What do you want us to know about this gentleman? Okay. And in relations to these children. Oh, honey, I was not into no man coming in my home and coming into my life, beating on my kids. They did something wrong, okay? Then tell me, I'll whoop them. But you, you ain't their daddy, honey. I'm sorry. But you gotta watch stuff like that, okay? Mm-hmm. So let's take a look at this and see what we come up with. What do you want us to know about Daniel Martell? Okay. Underneath it all, ooh, is the 9 of Cups. I thought it was a 10. The 9 of Cups. Now the 9 of Cups is a celebration, okay? But it's in reverse, so ain't nobody celebrating, okay? This right here: shattered dreams, nightmares, unhappiness, devastation, misery, and a lack of fulfillment. All in one, okay? Matter of fact, that could be for each cup. Mm-hmm. Okay. Uh-oh, we got the Ace of Wands in reverse. This right here is hesitant. Missed opportunities, okay? Get this out the way. Missed opportunities. Oh, we'll put this back at the bottom of the deck, okay? And wasted talent. This is about Daniel. We have the Magician, the Manifester, okay? But he's in reverse. Okay, and so he's the manipulator. Well, he's a manipulator anyway, but this one is in a bad way. He's cunning, trickery, okay, illusion, and deceptive. Okay, we have the Hierophant. The Hierophant is usually the government, okay, and the government is in their business. I know that. Okay, and he's trying to conform, okay, to the requirements of the CPS, the government, because the little baby that he had with Malaya, they won't let him see the baby. They will not let him see the baby. Okay. The devil. Okay. The devil. A manipulator and drugs. Okay. He's manipulating. Okay. He's on drugs. He's abusive. He's violent. Okay. Yeah. And then we have, okay, the five of wands in reverse, though, because the 5 of upright means conflict, fighting. Okay. In reverse, okay, you're trying to avoid the conflict. Okay. Say, and he wants to end the conflict, so he wants to get back with Melania, excuse me. With Malaya, okay, to and try to end the conflict, okay, so she won't tell. Right now, it doesn't matter who did it, okay? It matters somebody come forward and say something and tell the truth. That's what matters now. Say, somebody needs to come forward. Okay. Then we have we have generosity, but it's in reverse. That means broke with your broke ass. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, you broke. Okay, this is Daniel. And Daniel is the 9 of swords. Okay. The 9 of swords. He's having trouble sleeping at night, okay? He is suffering from anxiety. He's scared, okay? And he's unhappy. And rightfully so. Okay, he's at a breaking point. An inability to cope or face life. That's like a mama's boy. Guilt, regret, and remorse. And he's stuck. He's stuck. He has a difficult decision. And I'm thinking, it just came to my mind when I was telling you about he may have some affiliation with this organized crime in the trafficking, allegedly, everything's allegedly, in the trafficking of children, okay? And may have talked her into something and made it sound like a sweet deal. They sound sweet deal, and they didn't give the kids back. So he thought he was going to take his ass. He got mad talking shit and all this, right, and I'm finna call the police and I'm going to report him missing. Now, what you think about that? You go give me my kids back, you know. And when they called the police, okay, now, okay, because he think he's smart. Now he's at a stalemate because he can't tell the police that you actually sold the kids. Okay. He can't tell that. So he's stuck right now. He's stuck because if he tells, he's got to tell on himself too. He's got to tell on himself. Yeah. It's an ongoing battle. He's weary. He's tired. Okay. With the 9 of wands here. Yeah. And the decision that he needs to make is just an ongoing battle with the decision, causing him sleepless nights, okay? He's broke. If he was broke then, he's probably broke now. Okay, because he probably didn't smoked up all the money. Okay, and then we have judgment. So judgment will be coming in. I don't know when, but it will be coming. And that could be one of his fears, is judgment. Everybody's going to judge him. When they find out that he done sold them kids, okay, and he's afraid. He knows that. The wheel of fortune, what goes around comes around. Okay, now the wheel of fortune is upright. It's not reverse, which means bad news. Okay, upright means good news. But I don't know. Karma is karma. Fate, fortune, upheaval. Okay. Yeah. So it's like it could be, for what it's saying on the card, it could be a good luck card, but it could also be a bad luck card too, because if it's your karma and if it's your fate. Not to mention with the Queen of Swords in reverse next to it. So we have judgment, Wheel of Fortune, and the Queen of Swords in reverse. Rude, malicious, okay, lack of empathy. So basically, he didn't give a damn about those kids, and he still doesn't. He's just worried about himself. He's not thinking about the kids. He's worried, like I said, he's worried about the judgment that's going to be passed on him, okay, if and when people find out the truth. And then we have the three of coins in reverse. So this would be teamwork, but in reverse, there's a lack thereof, okay? He refuses to do teamwork. He refuses to cooperate, okay? He refuses to cooperate. This is this Daniel guy, okay? And then we have right here, okay, we have defeat. And the the five of swords, but it's in reverse. Okay. So there is going to be a peaceful resolution. Okay. It said peaceful, didn't say good, don't say bad. It just says peaceful, which means, okay, my intuition is telling me that he won't put up a fight. Okay. He won't put up a fight. And, okay, I'm taking it that he won't kill himself. There'll just be a peaceful, simple resolution, okay? And then we have the hangman. We have the hangman in reverse, okay? See, he's supposed to be like this, hanging. But he's not. He's in reverse. And being in reverse is discontentment, okay? So maybe, okay, since this card comes into the picture, I have to backtrack. Well, the peaceful resolution, okay, is that he refuses to make a peaceful resolution. He refuses to look at it, okay, in another perspective. He's discontent, okay? He doesn't have any interest. He's stagnant, okay? Right, he's stagnant as in stuck. Okay, so I'm going to pull another roll. Uh-oh. We got betrayal. Heartbreak. In reverse, though. In reverse. Okay, so this is a release of pain. Okay, but how is he going to release that pain? It's in reverse. We have the King of Cups. We have the masculine emotions here. So we have a man. It could be his brother. I don't know. But and we have the Emperor in reverse. And this is somebody, this is an abuse of power. So that's definitely Daniel, because he was the adult, he was the parent, and he abused it. But right next to him is the King of Cups, who's a more mature, compassionate male. So that's what I'm saying. That might be his brother. So we have some positive male emotions and we have some negative. Two people. We have the Death card in reverse. Now the Death card in reverse, this is what it looks like upright. It's the end, okay? But in reverse is even worse. There is no an inability to move forward. Okay. So the Death card, okay, is like an ending and a new beginning, okay? But when it's in reverse, there is no beginning. It's just the ending. You're stuck. Say, inability to move forward. Okay, so if you can't move forward, you can't begin something new. And this is right next to the Emperor in reverse. Okay, so let's go with one more card. And we have the Four of Pentacles, but it's in reverse. Now, the Four of Pentacles is somebody holding on to something. Okay, but in reverse, okay, it is whatever they're holding on to, letting it go. Okay, so that could be letting go of people, letting go of possessions, letting go of whatever it is, the lies you holding in. Okay, there's a letting go. Okay, so this is pretty much Daniel. Okay, he is a lying, manipulative drug addict. Okay, and he's broke. He doesn't have any empathy, so he could care less about them kids. Okay, in other words, he ain't thinking about them damn kids. Okay, he's worried about himself, and he's worried about how it's going to look and the judgment that's going to be passed on him. See, that's all he's worried about. So he's holding it in because he's worried about it. He knows what happened, but he's worried about his ass. Okay. He's worried about his ass. Now, he may not be the perpetrator. Okay, but he has something to do with it, and he knows he has something to do with it, and he's worried about his ass. So, who is it? What do you want us to know? Okay, we're gonna pull out. We're gonna start with 3 cards and see where it leads us. Okay, who took the kids? Okay, can you tell us who is it? Give us a description. Okay, who took the kids? 1 person, 2 persons. Okay. This is the deck. Who is it? Who took Jack and Lily Sullivan? Okay, it said they light skinned. Brunette hair. So they got dark hair, brunette. And it's curly. Okay, that's what it says. It's curly. Somebody that's light skinned with brunette curly hair. Okay, I'm going to pull some more cards to see if we can get a more description. And it says wavy. Wavy hair could be like curly hair. Okay. So it may be curly in some sections and wavy in another, depending on how his hair is cut. Okay. Freckles. See, okay, see about freckles. This one says, this one says bald. Okay. Now let's go. Okay. See, the bald could go with more than 1 person now. Okay. Let's think outside the box. Okay. Oh, muscular. Okay. We got. I'm gonna put it up here so y'all can see muscular. Red lips. Now, red lips, okay, you would think is a lady, okay, but red lips is not the same as lipstick, red lipstick. Okay, but we're going to take a look. I want to look, okay. And then we got powerful. Okay. So, that's what we got here. I want to take a look at Daniel. What's his name? Daniel Martell. Let's see. Okay. Here he is. Here he is. Get a still picture. Okay. This is Daniel Martell. His hair is not curly. It's not wavy. It's short. He is light skinned. Okay. Let's see the other picture. Oh, let's look at this one. Okay. He doesn't look masculine. Masculine, I mean, as in muscles. Okay. Not to, wait. Oh, honey. What happened here? Oh, man. Sheesh. Okay, yeah. So this is him. Let me see. Let me see. I'm trying to see if there's other pictures. They have he's not the only one with that name. Okay. So I'm gonna tell you right now, okay, this is not his description. Okay. It's not his description. So in other words, they're saying that the person who did this was a powerful, muscular man, okay, with curly brunette hair that was light skinned. Okay? We'll try to keep that in mind. But I don't think that it was Daniel. But that makes sense when I asked who took the kids. Okay, because Daniel's still there. Okay. So he didn't take the kids. Okay, which we kind of figured. But he has something to do with the kids being taken. Okay, let's look at something else. We're live. Okay. Okay. Let us oh, I got another true crime deck coming in. I would love, okay. Let's spill some tea on Daniel. Okay. Let's spill some tea on Daniel. Since we're doing this on Daniel, let's spill some tea on Daniel. Okay. We're going to ask the Holy Spirits, okay, will they spill some more tea and clarify this spread here we have of Daniel Martell, okay, the stepfather of Lily and Jack Sullivan, who went missing, okay, May 1st, May 2nd of this year. What do you want us to know? If you guys have a special request, let me know, okay? I'll be more than happy to accommodate you, okay? Let's see. What do you want us to know? What are you willing to tell us? What can you reveal about this Daniel, okay? Trying to look at my other books here and see if we have, help me out on the questions. Ooh, Daniel, smoke and mirrors. Smoke and mirrors, y'all. Okay. I'm saying smoke and mirrors. Like, okay. Do y'all know what that means? So he's full of it. Okay. Smoke and mirrors. Okay. Don't be fooled by his appearance. Silent resentment. So he's holding in some resentment. Mm. Oh yeah. Oh, I've never even, and you know what? These two cards, I've never even gotten these cards. Okay. But it sure is funny they're coming up now. Inner conflict. Okay. So he has a conflict going on with himself that makes it hard to make, well, I can't, well, it's making it hard to make a decision. Okay. He's conflicted. And here it is right here. Okay, where's this card? I'm going to show it to you. Here's the card, decision. The Two of Swords. He's stuck. Okay, he's stuck. He's stuck because he has to tell on himself. Like I said, okay, if he tells the truth, he will have to implement himself. The cold shoulder, okay, so he's distancing himself. And you know what? I believe that when I did the other reading, that it says scarcity. It was scarcity. Somebody is making themselves, okay, scarce. Okay. So you don't have easy access to them. And this is what's coming up. The cold shoulder, okay? Yeah. Distancing yourself, okay? Double crossed. Now, this is another card that comes up, okay? Double crossed. When I was saying that, or when I came in here at first, at the beginning of this video, and I was running down the scenario that could have happened. And I was telling you that he may know these people, okay, that do child trafficking, okay, and he may have set up some deal and it didn't go the way it should have went. He was double crossed. Remember? Okay. And he was saying, okay, well, I'll just call the police and report him missing. Okay. Not realizing, okay, out of his anger, not realizing that you would be telling on yourself too. Okay. So we're going to trust the process. Okay. And not rush for answers. Because it's going to come out. It's going to come out. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. See, he's been showing a facade of concern, acting like, and he does. He's acting like he's so concerned, and the mama acting like she's so concerned, okay? But yet we got people pulling up in the night, and the lady says that somebody said they've been hearing a car, okay, a few nights before this all transpired. She was hearing a car pulling up and pulling off, pulling up, pulling off, okay. So now she don't hear the car pulling up and pulling off like it was doing. Okay. And someone is keeping their true emotions hidden for self-protection. So this is explaining to us what this spread is telling us. Okay, it's clarifying it. Okay, Daniel is wearing a protective shell. Okay, he is keeping his true emotions hidden for self-protection because he only worried about his ass. Oh yeah, we know he got jealousy issues. We read that in the report from Reddit that was talking about how he was beating on that woman and jealous and and he got the and people like that definitely have double standards. I can do what I want, okay? You do as I say and not as I do. But there's a supportive circle around the kids. There's a supportive circles. That's why they was calling the CPS and stuff like that, because the people knew something wasn't right in the family. Okay, and someone is testing the limits of what, examining how you react under pressure. So that might be his so-called crime friends, okay, looking to see how he's gonna react now that he done got put himself in this situation, okay, and spill the beans. Someone is about to reveal everything, no holds barred. Now this might be Daniel, because like I said, there's a judgment in his spread here. There's a judgment, and it also shows that he's holding out, but he's going to be shedding the old and letting go of people, possessions, or issues. Okay, but he's got to feel like he's in a safe place. He's got to feel like he's in a safe place, and this is a karmic lesson to him. There are karmic lessons in a relationship that need to be learned, and he needs to learn that. And start being more authentic instead of running around here lying. Okay, because rumor has it that he has something to do with it, allegedly. Okay, and he's going to be crossing paths. He is going to be crossing paths. He's probably going to be crossing paths with the one or both of the perpetrators, however many there is. He's going to be crossing paths. They may be setting up another meeting, okay? And they're going to present it like, oh, we bumped into each other, okay? Because that's what they do, okay? Family ties. And I'm going to leave it at that. Okay, it's all in the family. Okay, now I don't know if they mean the whole entire family on that property, okay, or this little small family, okay, themselves, okay, but it's all in the family. So that was very, very good breakdown I felt of Jack and Lily Sullivan. Okay. Now, oof. Oh, guys, okay. Oh, okay. You see, I'm okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm gonna do it. Let me see. I'm gonna ask and see if the cards will tell us. Okay. Now I asked before, but I'm gonna ask again, since we have probably some more clarity here. Okay. And we just did that on Jack, and it's like we ain't got to do it on nobody else. Okay, we don't have to go any further. But I want to ask if those kids are dead or alive. I want to ask if those kids are dead or alive. Can you tell us, or will you tell us, and reveal if Jack and Lily Sullivan are dead or alive? What do you want us to know? Are they dead or are they alive? What can you tell us about Jack and Lily Sullivan of Nova Scotia, Canada, who went missing right at the beginning of May? The first and second, we don't know exactly which date with all the secrecy, okay? But they were not seen after that. What do you want us to know? Are they dead or alive? We have the Page of Pentacles, okay, underneath it all. And the Page of Pentacles it's good news. It says good news here, okay? Uh, he lays down the foundation, taking advantage of opportunities, jumping in, consistency, excellent prospects, okay? That is underneath it all. It's good news. We also have the Ace of Pentacles upright. Okay, so there's going to be a new beginning. Okay, so there's going to be some new business, some news coming in, some good news. Okay, we also have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. This right here is, this is bad business, bad management, not finishing what you started. But they're both yes cards. We have the Knight of Wands. This talks about being hasty, adventurous, energetic, charming, and warm. Okay. We also have the Fool in reverse. Okay. So this is someone who is reckless, fearless, and willing to take a risk. We have the Emperor. So this talks about stability and somebody that's a father figure that is in control, okay, who's stable. An older man is coming into play. We have a Page of Swords, okay? It's going to be some slow news coming in. It's going to be slow. Patience is needed, okay? Patience is needed, but there's some news coming. And then we have the Strength card in reverse. So that's a weakness, okay? Somebody has been doubting themselves, okay? And don't have confidence. We also have the two. We have the Two of Wands. So somebody is making plans. There's two paths that can be taken here. And they're making plans on which path they're going to take. Hopefully to return the children, okay? We have the Magician, okay? Somebody is manifesting. Somebody's got tricks up their sleeves, okay? Has the gift of gab, okay? The manipulator. We also have the Knight of Pentacles, okay? So this is another patience, okay? Patience, patience, patience. Someone's hiding something. They're trying to get away with whatever it is they're trying to get away with, okay? There's some trickery going, there's some scheming, okay? There's also the Two of Swords in reverse, okay? So this right here is the inability to decide, okay? So you're even more stuck, okay? So it's like there's lies being exposed and postponements. Now, this is around the kids. And we have the King of Pentacles. Okay. So there's a mature male. There's a mature male who's grounded. Okay. A sensible male. He's wealthy businessman. Okay. He's not a risk taker. And yeah, he's a provider. And we have the King of Swords in reverse. Okay. So there's a lack of structure, lack of routine. Okay. Used in a bad way. Okay. And then we have the Star card. Okay. So there's hope. There's hope. So I'm going to take it that the kids are still alive. I don't think they're dead. Okay. There's nothing here that's indicating to me that they're dead. But what I did notice was a lot of masculine energy coming from this spread. This is supposed to be the children. And there's a lot of masculine energy. The King of Swords, okay, the Knight of Pentacles, the Emperor, okay, uh, uh, the Two of Wands, okay, the Page, we have the Page, oh yeah, we have the Knight, we have all this masculine energy coming out. And these are like all different men, okay. So here's the thing. Let's draw the scenario if the children were being trafficked, okay, or sold into trafficking, okay. That would make sense that they're still alive, okay, because you got to make money off of them, at least in the meantime and in between time, okay. You could have made a deal with somebody and they saw the condition of the children or put them off and they refused to return the children. You guys can chime in. Hey, Miss Mystic Road. Hey, hi. Okay, I'm just now seeing somebody. So, but my intuition doesn't lean too much that way, okay? But, and I'm thinking the trafficking, some kind of trafficking. Doesn't have to be a big network. It could be a small network, okay? Traffic is traffic, okay? And it seems to be running amok. And there's a lot of stuff that's going on that we don't see. So it makes it hard to believe, or that's going on in plain sight. You see what I'm saying? And yeah. And matter of fact, when he said the kids were gone, this was in broad daylight, wasn't it? This was in broad daylight? Because was he making breakfast? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And the kids are not going to wander off in the dark, because in that kind of dark where they're at, you can't even see your hand in front of you. Okay. So it's a scary thing. So yeah. So, okay. They could have easily came and picked up the kids and I don't know if you saw their location, where they're at, and how the forest is surrounding, okay. So it would be easy to come and pick up the kids and leave and nobody see anything, okay. It reminds me of a piece of forest and somebody not dug out a hole but cleared out a section to put a home on, because people do that, you know. And that's what that looks like. That's the first thing that came to my mind when you look at the property from the sky. Okay, and you can see all the woods around there. It looks like they cleared out some of those that property. That could be all their property, but they cleared out some of those trees, okay, to put a home there. hmm That's the impression I got on these children. hmm Let's see. But I do take it that the children are alive, because if that's the case, they're worth more money alive than dead. Okay, they can be trafficked. Okay, if you kill them, now you got to discard the body. Okay, nobody see you and go through all this trouble. Okay, but if they are being trafficked, okay, pretty organized crime. They already organized. Okay, on where to take the kids and hold the kids up at. Okay, especially if like they say, the the I'm gonna go in with true crime. If the kids are undiagnosed autistic, I don't know. I haven't heard about the kids being autistic, but there's a lot in this story that I haven't heard. Okay, so we'll see. We're gonna smudge these cards. And then I want to go in with another deck and ask the same question that I asked the gold deck. Okay. Okay. So we got two decks here. Okay. Take off the burnt pieces that fall off. Okay. So true crime. What do you want to tell us about Lily and Jack Sullivan of Nova Scotia? Okay. Came up missing the beginning of May 1st, May 2nd of this year. And they have not been found yet. Okay, what do you want us to know? Can you reveal something about their disappearance? What can you tell us about the disappearance of Jack and Lily Sullivan? What do you want us to know? Revenge? Some kind of revenge? It's an inside job? There we go with that organized crime. Okay, when we did what's the tea or spill the tea, we got the same thing, organized crime. It keeps coming up. There's jealousy, secrets, debt. Mm, mm. I wanted to somebody on for drugs. Uh, as a tunnel. Grandparent. That's interesting. Grandparent. One of the grandparents that came up before. Celebrity came up. Surveillance. There's some healing. Maybe one of the kids was injured, okay? But these cars, these are some of the same cars that have come up before. Surveillance. So they may be on surveillance. They have to look. They have to look. They may be on surveillance. There we go with the family again. There we go with the family. And that is the immediate parents right there. They already said the grandparents. So it's just like they all had something to do with this. Assassination. Okay. So assassination is killing. And travel. Okay. So somebody is traveling around with these children. Hopefully one of them is not dead, but somebody's traveling around. Or somebody traveling around killing folks. Okay. There's a power supply. So they need to look for that power supply. Life insurance. Now this came up before with these children about some life insurance. That's giving me, I mean, these cards are repeating themselves. I mean, as far as when I've done this on this same case, that the life insurance and the grandparent, excuse me, okay, this is all alleged for entertainment purposes only, but I'm telling you, there's something, it seems like there's something in here. Now, this could be organized crime, okay, but they need to look and see if there's some life insurance on the kids. Okay. But the thing about the life insurance is that the kids have not been found, and they need them kids to be found to collect. We have the beach. There may have been a surveillance camera on the beach. Okay, I don't know anything about Nova Scotia, okay, but I'm just saying. A man-made disaster. So this was not an accident, I take it. Hidden. So yeah, they're hiding the children. They're keeping them out of sight. And there's a meeting involved in this scenario. Imprisonment. Maybe the kids are confined. Well, I'm pretty sure they are confined. Okay. And in the confinement, okay, could be in an area that they can't leave, but they can, run around and play in because, they are little kids. Okay. So this is some cultish stuff. It's organized, but they do cult. They do those rituals, practices, I think. Okay. Yep. We got to clean up. We also have strangulation. Okay. And we have a desert. And the mountains. Okay, so we got the desert, the mountains, we got power supply. Okay, that is traveling. So this is traveling. They were traveling or they are traveling. Okay. Hmm. Death. Okay. I'm gonna leave it at that. And I said we're gonna finish up with this last deck. Here it is right here. That I was gonna ask uh, the question. I was gonna ask this question. Okay, I'm gonna still ask it, but I don't know. The first one I got that they were alive. Okay. Let's see what comes. Okay. Okay. Oh. Oh, okay. I thought one of the let me make sure. Oh, here. Oh, okay. I make sure that that extra card that they put in, okay, was still in there. Okay. So, you read tarot as well? Okay. Well, we're doing our last deck, a last read on the Jack and Lily Sullivan, and we want to know if they're dead or alive. Now, I did a reading on the stepdad. Okay. I also did a reading on my gold deck in Axe, and I didn't see any death come up, but death did come up in my true crime deck. Okay. So now I'm gonna ask this deck, okay, if they're dead or alive. Okay. Can you tell us about Jack and Lily Sullivan of Nova Scotia, Canada, who went missing? Can you tell us if they're dead or if they're alive? Let us know. Are they dead? Maybe I'll ask one question. Maybe they consider that two questions. So, can you tell us if Jack and Lily Sullivan of Nova Scotia, are they dead? What do you want us to know? What do you want us to know? Okay, you guys, we're going in. Okay, underneath this reading, this right here is the Four Cups, but it's in reverse. Okay? And the Four Cups in reverse talks about a breakthrough. Okay? So underneath it all, we're going to get a breakthrough. We're going to get a new direction. Okay? But the case will move forward. Let's take it like that. Okay? Let's take it like that. And let's see what they tell us. So we have the Three of Wands. Okay? The Three of Wands. So finding direction, okay, and confidence. New opportunities, okay. If I ask the question if they're dead, this card is a yes card, okay. If I'm just gonna go on the answer, but you know me, I like to do a spread, okay. And this too, it gives me the impression that they are still looking. They are looking, okay. But the fact that they're lies, okay. I also think the location of where they're at, okay, is like in Doomsland, okay, where they're at in the middle of nowhere. So we have the Ace of Swords, okay. So there's going to be some clarity. That's a yes card, okay. That's a yes card. So we're going to have a breakthrough. There's justice. There's new opportunities, okay. Yes. We have the Five of Cups in reverse, okay. In reverse. There will be forgiveness. There will be recovery. There will be acceptance, okay. This is a no card. This right here is the Six of Cups. This is the Six of Cups, but it's in reverse. So what looks like something happy and some happy children, okay, innocence, playful, carefree, okay, is stuck in the past, lacking playfulness, okay, and maturity. And this is a yes card. We have the Queen of Wands, okay, in reverse. There's jealousy, okay, pushy, demanding, okay. And then we have the Six of Pentacles. So that's a yes card. So there's some money involved. And we have the Fool in reverse. Okay. Yeah. So there's folly, there's recklessness, and this is a yes card. We also have the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles, okay, but it's in reverse. Okay. So this is broke or an unhappy family. Because this is your family inheritance, okay? And in the upright position, family inheritance, okay? A windfall, a sudden windfall, okay? But this is in reverse. So, yeah. But this is a yes card. We got a bunch of yes cards. We got a bunch of yes cards, but we have a bunch of reverse cards. Somebody deleted their message. Okay. We have the Two of Pentacles, okay? And it is in reverse. So we would be trying to balance, but it's like we're stuck at an imbalance. There's no balance here. Yeah, okay. That's true. I definitely can agree with that. This is a maybe card. It's a maybe. We have the Devil in the details. Okay. So this is trapped in bondage. We have the Seven of Swords. So right after the Devil, you pretty much could say they're next to each other, but this starts the next row. But this is lies and trickery, okay? Right next to the Devil. Oh, and we have Temperance in reverse. That's another imbalance, but this is with the Devil, the Seven of Swords, okay? Overindulgence, okay? And then we have the Lovers, okay? We have the Lovers as in partnerships and agreements. So there was an agreement. And then, yeah, somebody is making plans with the Two of Wands. Somebody's making plans, and apparently those plans involve traveling. We have the Page of Cups. Okay. So he's trying to bring in some fresh ideas. So I guess that's a fresh fish. We also have an agreement with the Two of Cups. So we have the Lovers in agreement, and we have the Two of Cups in agreement. We have the King of Cups in reverse. Okay. Manipulator. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune. There's definitely some karma. Maybe good, maybe bad, but there's some karma. Okay. We have the Ten of Cups. We have a happy family. We have the High Priestess in reverse. Now, the High Priestess, she likes to keep secrets. Okay. Yeah. But she also likes to tell secrets. Okay. She can keep a secret, but she can tell a secret too. She's in reverse. She's got some secrets. She's got some secrets. So I'm just going on with this spread. Okay. And I'm just not, I could be wrong. Okay. This is entertainment. This is all alleged. Okay. I could be wrong. Okay. But what I could be thinking is one might be alive and one may not be alive. That might be why I'm getting the different reads here. Okay. Well, tell you what we'll do. We'll get a read on each individual. We'll get a read on Jack. We'll get a read on Lily. How about that? Okay, that's fair. Maybe that could clarify what's going on here. Okay, maybe that can clarify what's going on. Okay, can you tell us about Lily Sullivan? Okay, Lily was 6 years old. She was from Nova Scotia, Canada, and she went missing on May 2nd of this year. Can you tell us about Lily Sullivan? What's going on with Lily? What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. What do you want us to know about Lily? I said this was the last. What do you want us to know about Lily Sullivan? Underneath it all is the Five of Swords in reverse. Okay? So this right here talks about a compromise, a solution to a conflict. Okay? Underneath it all, the solution to the conflict. Okay? We have the Nine of Swords in reverse. Okay? So there's going to be a release. She's tied up, she's blindfolded. Okay? But there's going to be a release. Freedom, survivor. That's what it's saying. Okay. Right now, we have the Seven of Cups. Now, the Seven of Cups, okay, deals with illusions. Okay. Now, that would tell me that she may have been drugged. Okay. She may have been drugged. Right here, okay, we have the Two of Cups in reverse. Okay, now this talks about disagreements. Okay, disagreements, unstable, disharmony, distrust. So I take it that there was fear. Okay, she may have been scared, or she may not have wanted to go. Okay, I also have the eight of Pentacles. Okay, ambition. Okay, I don't know where that comes into play, but maybe she has a determination to escape or to stay alive. I also have the Ten of Pentacles on Lily. Okay, so right here is going to be, she has a strong foundation. Okay, she's got long-term success in here, stability, family. She has security. We have the Queen of Cups. Okay, so we have some feminine energy. Okay, around Lily. We also have the Hermit. Okay, so this is someone who is comfortable in their own company. Okay, reflecting on self, receiving or giving guidance. Okay, receiving or giving guidance. We also have the Seven of Pentacles, reaping what you sow. Hard work. Okay, patience. We have justice, in reverse. Okay, so there's going to be some manipulation and injustice of some kind. Okay, uh, we have some prejudice and injustice, corruption. We also have the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so that's a celebration. That's in abundance. We have temperance. That's patience. That's the same as the card over here. Okay, that talks about patience. Cooperating with others, finding solutions. Now she was supposed to be in school, so she was school age. She was 6. Okay, I remember kindergarten. Okay, I remember kindergarten. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So there's some bad karma there. Some bad karma. But we have strength. We have the Magician in reverse. Okay. So there's some manipulation, okay, trickery, deception, okay. And we have the Knight of Wands, okay. We have the Knight of Wands coming in. So this is someone who's brave and fearless. Brave and fearless. Along with the strength and the Magician, sheesh, okay. And then we got the Ace of Wands. It's on and popping with Lily. It's on and popping. Fearless. She got 2 fearless cards right next to each other. Fearless. Okay. This is Lily. Don't say nothing about her being dead. This is Lily. Okay. She's got some good cards. Okay. She might be in good hands, better hands, however you want to see it. Okay. However you want to see it. Okay. So now can you tell us about Jack Sullivan, Lily's brother? He is 4 years old. Now, Jack was going to be 5. Okay. His birthday, I believe, is in September next month. Okay. He is going to be 5. Right now, he's 4. What do you want us to know about Jack Sullivan, who went missing on May 2nd of this year in Nova Scotia, Canada, along with his sister? What can you tell us about Jack? What do you want us to know? Let me get them nice and shuffle. and see what you can tell us about Jack Sullivan. What do you want us to know? Underneath it all, we have the 10 of Cups. Okay? That is harmony, family reunion. Family reunion. Okay? That's underneath it all. We have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, and this is someone who has unrealistic goals, okay, short-term focus, unhealthy lifestyle, okay, rebellious frustration. Now, if he is suffering from autism, that would make sense with this little boy, because this is only a 4-year-old boy, okay, and yeah. So if he is suffering from autism, this would make sense that he's rebellious, he's frustrated, he's easily frustrated, he's short-tempered, okay? His focus, he's lacking focus, yeah. We have the Queen of Wands in reverse, okay? And this is a jelly, pushy, demanding, revengeful, hot-tempered selfishness. Ooh, okay? Vengeful. We also have the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. This is someone who lacks teamwork, okay? If they do suffer from undiagnosed autism, okay, he may have more autism than she does. It just hasn't been diagnosed yet. Okay. And then we have the 9 of Wands, okay, in reverse. So this is someone who's stubborn, okay, and he has a lack of trust, paranoid, So